I'm actually kind of disappointed that I didn't see this in theaters. What's up, guys? This is Courtney, one half of the Brothers of Deconstruction here, and I'm bringing you my super late review for The Foreigner. By the way, this is an obligatory spoiler warning, I guess, even though I kind of feel like there aren't really that many spoilers to go over. But whatever. The Foreigner is a movie that's starring Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan, and actually, as the date of this recording, it's been a little over a year since it came out, so it perfectly qualifies for super late reviews. It came out in October of 2017, and it's directed by Martin Campbell, who also directed Casino Royale, GoldenEye, and Green Lantern, but we're not going to hold that against him. And again, it's starring Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan, who also starred in GoldenEye. And it's actually based on a book titled The Chinaman. And that explains why that phrase is used a lot in this movie when referring to Jackie Chan. This movie was actually, I didn't get a chance to see it when it came out last October. I actually really wanted to. I just never got the time to. Around the time that The Foreigner and Happy Death Day came out last year, I was really looking forward to both of those movies. I just didn't get the chance to go to the theater to see them. I didn't see Happy Death Day until it was already out on home video and it was showing at my local dollar theater. With The Foreigner, I like it. There are some things that I don't like and there are some things that I do like. But essentially, if you've seen the trailer for it, it's a movie about Jackie Chan's character has his daughter killed in a bombing, and he basically goes on the hunt for the people who did it. That's the simplest way I can describe the movie. Now, some of the things that I really liked about the movie is the revenge plot. I'm a sucker for revenge films. Like, most of the time you're going to throw a revenge film in front of me, I'm more than likely going to like it. I don't know why that is. I wouldn't say it's like wish fulfillment, but it's something about seeing the drive of a person wanting to get revenge and basically avenge like a loved one or something like that. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for those type of things. The revenge plot is one of the main things that I like about the movie. Also, Jackie Chan's acting and the role that he has. We mostly know Jackie for action movies, obviously, but we know him more so for doing a lot of funny stuff as well. And this is a straight up serious role. This is an action thriller. I know I haven't seen many thriller films with Jackie Chan in them. I know him from Rush Hour and Legend of the Drunken Master. This was much different for him, and he doesn't have like a whole lot of speaking lines in the movie, but he conveys pain and determination really well. And so I really liked his performance in the film, because it seemed like he had tunnel vision on trying to get the information that he wants. This movie does a really good, Jackie Chan, like I said, I liked his performance. He does a really good job with his performance. And I like the action scenes in the movie and how most of the movie is shot. Now, some of the things that I didn't like about the movie is that there wasn't enough action. Things escalate pretty quickly after the bombing. The movie starts out with him and his daughter. She's going to buy a dress or something like that. His daughter was killed. So after that, the movie escalates fairly quickly because it shows him dealing with that aftermath of his daughter dying, because that's the only family he has left. And he's really depressed about it. And then he goes to Pierce Brosnan's office. He's constantly calling the police, he's first constantly calling the police, saying like, hey, who do you guys know who did this? And then after he sees on TV that Brosnan's character used to be a former member of the IRA, he starts calling his office saying, do you know the people who did this? This was an IRA bombing. It's all over the news. You have to know the people who did this. And Pierce says that he doesn't. He goes to the office and sets off a homemade bomb. And it doesn't really do much damage. It blows up the bathroom. So it escalates fairly quickly after the opening of the movie. But the action scenes are kind of few and far between. And I like the cat and mouse game that's being played in the movie with Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. But the actual action scenes, there's a couple of really good chase sequences and some really good fight scenes. But I just feel like there should have been more of that. Another thing is that while I did like the revenge plot, it seemingly took a back seat to the political thriller portion of the film, because as much as it was about Jackie Chan trying to find out who killed his daughters, it was very much like a political thriller / mystery on figuring out if Pierce Brosnan was actually involved with it, and if not, who is, does he know him, things like that. So it's the revenge portion seemingly took a back seat to that. And if you've watched the trailers, if the trailers are anything to go by, you would have thought that this was a revenge movie, solely a revenge movie, and it's not. I think that was a little bit of a detriment. It was kind of convoluted a little bit, just sitting back and watching it. There were parts where it was like, oh, okay, are they going anywhere with this? Or, you know, I was constantly questioning if Pierce actually had something to do with it. And again, I've already given my spoiler warning. He indirectly does, because he's basically trying to win over an election and get some former IRA comrades of his pardoned. He does a really good job. So I still don't know if he knowingly had something to do with it or not, or he was just playing stupid for Jackie Chan's character. He basically had one of the people hire like a rogue faction to do these terrorist acts, and the guy kind of went rogue himself. It was kind of convoluted in that way. So this guy went rogue, and he hired people to carry out the bombings, because there were several bombings in the movie. And then Pierce found out, and then he gave the names to the police, and when Jackie Chan cornered them, he gave the names to him as well. But the other thing was, one of his mistress, he was cheating on his wife. His mistress was also one of the bombers. He didn't know about it. But then again, I'm not really sure if he knew about it, because at the end of the movie, Jackie Chan still confronts him. Basically says, look, this is your mistress. She was one of the she was one of the terrorists too. He forces him to post this picture that Jackie took of them in a restaurant kissing, putting it on the internet. Hey, this is the mistress of this political figure who was also a terrorist. And I wasn't sure if Pierce actually knowingly had the terrorist attacks planned, because at some points he's like, look, I fought against the violence when I was in the IRA. We're not here to kill women and children. That's what's going on with these bombings. But it didn't really seem like there was much pushback when being accused of being behind it. So I'm still unsure about that part. But other than that, I mean, I think the movie does deserve a watch, solely based on the fact that it's good seeing Jackie Chan do action again and seemingly do his own stunts. It wasn't a whole lot of crazy stuff, but it was enough. So it was actually really, really interesting seeing Jackie at his advanced age do some of these stunts and take part in this fight choreography. I mean, Jackie is a legend, so it's really, really good to see him back at it again. Yeah, there was some stuff that still had me scratching my head at the end, but overall, I still say that The Foreigner is a movie that deserves a watch. You guys will more than likely enjoy it for what it brings. Yeah, guys, that's my super late review for The Foreigner. Check out my other super late reviews and check out some of the other videos on the channel. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Peace out.